Hey friends, it's Lena and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be finally reviewing the Fumi collaboration with Juvia's Place, the Queen collection. I have already used the palettes because I tried to record this video before and the look that I did looked horrible. So I'm going to try again and we are going to do it together. Alright, so the Queen collection, the Queen full collection, Fumi and Juvia's, retails for $50. You get the palette, the 2 lip glosses, and a makeup bag. You can purchase each item individually if you want. So this set includes the Queen palette featuring 6 unique, beautiful shades formulated by Fumi herself that create the perfect base for every look from natural to elegant to glam. Set also includes the Fumi lip glosses, which is Fumi and Royalty, those are the names, and the Fumi Juvia's Place makeup bag. So yep, that's it. If you want them individually, the palette itself individually costs $15, the lip glosses are $10 each, and the bag is $16. So very, very affordable. That's why I love Juvia's Place, because their items are super affordable but have extreme payoff and pigment and everything. It's just, their items are just really, really good. So I highly recommend anything by Juvia's Place. But let's get into showing you the items, swatches, all that jazz. I personally don't care for swatches, but for the sake of this video, I know that some people like to see those, so I am going to do them for you guys. So here is the box. I had no idea that purchasing the full collection you would be getting a box like this. This was a surprise. I honestly thought I was just going to get the bag with all the items in it in like a Juvia's Place box, that it just comes in a plain box. I thought that this was super awesome and exciting because it's like a lot of influencers now are doing this thing where they have PR type collections, like the Rich Luxe and Gerard Cosmetics. You get the house, that's like a PR box, and then you get this is like a PR box, and then Glam Light's paint palette is kind of like you're getting PR because it comes in a PR box, and I just think that that's so awesome. I know I've said this already in a previous video, but it just makes us feel special because it's kind of like we're getting PR. So I just appreciate that. It's little things, these little touches that matter. So here's the box. You have Fumi's face on it, and it's a Queen card. And I love this color. It's the red. It's just red. It looks red on the camera, but yeah. And she looks beautiful. I believe she said in her video, which I'll link it down below, I'll link her channel down below, that her husband took the pictures, and then Juvia's Place, a graphic artist, is the one who made it animated, like they do on all of their palettes. Like, for example, here's the Saharan Blush Volume 2. They always have... Focus! They always have, like, artwork like this on there, so they basically did the same thing with Fumi's face, which I think is amazing. She looks so beautiful in the pictures and everything. I love her. She's just great. And this is like the first collaboration that Juvia's Place has done with anybody, and I just think that it's amazing that they picked her because she really is an amazing person, and I highly recommend you go watch some of her videos if you haven't heard of her and all that. Here are the lip glosses. So we have, which one's this one? Royalty, which is in the nude shade, and then we have Fumi, which is in the plum shade. So I will swatch these and I'll insert them now, I guess. Here are the tubes because I don't think that I showed them in the video. And then here are the shades swatched. So it kind of reminds me of peanut butter and jelly. I always laugh every time I swatch these. But I really do like the consistency. Sorry if you can hear my dad yelling in the background. He's Nuyorican, so they're loud, you know. But there's that. So they're glosses, of course, so they're not going to dry down, but they're not tacky or sticky. They smell okay. There's like, I just like them. They're really good. I highly recommend you try these if you're interested, because this is the first ever Juvia's Place glosses. They don't have glosses. I don't know if they're going to ever come out with any more because they don't really have any more, and they haven't said anything about coming out with glosses, but I think it would be pretty cool if they did come out with some more glosses. Alright, so the next thing we have here is the palette, and you can see it has the same, well, this isn't the same, is it? Okay, yes it is. It has the same artwork that is on the box and on the bag, and she looks gorgeous as usual. And then here is the inside of the palette, so it has the same artwork on the inside, and then here are the shades. So beautiful shades. So we have Adrian, which is her son, Olay, which is her husband, and then we have Adrian the purple, Olay the red, Glam is this shade here, which is freaking gorgeous. I love this shade. I think I'm going to use that one all over my lid. Then we have FDV approved, Sister to Sister, and 7. I can't remember all of the reasons why she named these, but you can go watch that launch video and you can find out all of the information when it comes to this whole collab. And now let me show you the bag and then we can get into this look. I'll insert the swatches now. Swatches. So we have Adrian, Olay, Glam, FDV approved, Sister to Sister, and 7, exactly in that order, like that. Like I said, I don't like swatches. I don't trust swatches. These shades look chalky in the swatch form. The ones that swatched good were the Glam and the FDV approved, the shimmer shades. The other ones look chalky, but they're not. They perform amazingly. They blend really well. And that's why I don't like swatches. But for the sake of this video and for those of you who like swatches, I did that for you guys. But I wouldn't trust the swatches because, I mean, the swatches don't look bad, but they look better on the eyes. They perform better on the eyes when you have primer and all that stuff. So even if you didn't use primer, they still perform really well. So I would this palette is so cheap, just pick it up and use it, and you can judge it for yourself, but I highly recommend this palette. It's a really good. Alright, so here's the bag. It's just a red bag and it has her face on it again, which I've been using this bag and it's huge. You can fit a lot of makeup in here, so I've been using this bag, which is why it's nice and puffed up, because when you buy the collection, it's like all squished in there. I had to put like a whole bunch of palettes in here to get it to have its shape back. I just put it in the box for the sake of this video so that you can like see, you know. You can reuse this, repurpose it, because it's a really nice box. I just have it on my shelf for decoration next to my Rich Lux Busted the House box, because they're just so pretty. Like, they put a lot of thought into this, and I appreciate both Fumi and Juviasplace for doing that. So let's move on. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the look. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. We're going to prime the eyes and then we're going to go into it. Alright, now you're zoomed in all the way. I already cleaned my face, but I didn't prime. So I cleaned and I cleansed and I moisturized, but now we are going to prime. So I'm going to use this Pure Lease Matcha Green Tea Antioxidant Priming Moisturizer. I love this stuff. I think I got it in a Glam Bag Plus. I'm pretty sure that's right, but I just take like this much and it pretty much goes around my whole face. So I love this stuff because it smells so good. Like, it's just the best. It smells good and it makes my face feel moisturized, which is, you know, in the name. So alright, so I'm going to be using the Juviasplace concealer to prime my eyes. I have the shade 19 here, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so there's the concealer on the eyes. Now let's go into this look. So I am going to just use all Juviasplace stuff, so I guess this can also be another full face of Juviasplace. Because, I mean, I might as well use all Juviasplace stuff. I just cleaned all of my brushes. I do still have a bunch of brushes to clean, but I cleaned most of my mostly used brushes. So I have the Juviasplace brushes here. I have the foundation brush, and then I have the eye brush set, which I don't think these are all of the eye brushes because I think some of them are dirty. So I found 3 more Juviasplace brushes that were in my dirty pile. So I'm just going to use my color switch to like take off whatever was on these so that I can use them for today's video. So I have both of the multicolored sets. There's the face multicolored set and then there's the eye brush multicolored set. They were very inexpensive, so I highly recommend those if you are interested in some really nice, high quality, cheaply priced brushes. What was I gonna do? Color switch. So here's my color switch. I think I got this at Walmart. It's the Whispers brand. It's just a plain old color switch. Nothing special about it. Alright, so now we're going to take the Fumi and Juviasplace palette, and we are going to first go into the shade Sister to Sister as like a transition shade and just put that all over in the crease. So I'm going to take the small blending brush from the multicolored set and dip into Sister to Sister. And I have to say that there's like no fallout, and I like to go like this and there isn't any fallout, but if you like swirl then you'll get fallout, if that makes any sense. So I like to pack the shade and then blend it. That's just what I like to do. Alright, so I went ahead and put on some shadow shields just because I like to have that like cut look, if that makes any sense. So from now on we're just going to have these on our face. Probably should have put them on before I started, but I didn't think about it right away. So I'm just adding some more of the Sister to Sister shade so that when I do take off the shadow shield it is going to be the cut like I like it. And of course it's going to look crazy now until we're done. I kind of just want to pop glam all over my lid and then call it a day because I feel like that would just be good, but then this wouldn't be a very good video, so because we'd only be using 2 shades. So I'm going to take 7, which is the pink shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease and then blend it out. I'm going to use this same brush. So I only tapped in it a little bit and I got a lot of product, so we're gonna lightly tap this into the crease. And then we're just gonna blend it into Sister to Sister. I think I'm about to switch to the bigger brush, but let me pack this into this side first. These shades are really pigmented and they blend out very well with each other. This is the second time that I'm using this palette, so I can say that I recommend this palette, or any Juviasplace palettes for that matter, because they're all pretty good. So I do want to deepen it up a little bit, so I'm going to slightly tap into Adrian, which is the purple shade, and put it on my outer corner, and let's see what that does. We are experimenting. Just gonna put that on our outer corner, and it's kind of the outer thirds of our lid also. I decided to bring it up a little bit more. Okay, so now we have the purple laid down on both of the lids. So here is what we got so far. It looks good and it's blending out very well, like I said. So I'm going to take this same, is this the little blending brush? Yes, the little blending brush. I'm just using my color switch, and then we're going to dip back into Sister to Sister to kind of blend it out up here. So we have a smooth transition. Just to get rid of any harsh lines. There we go. That kind of looks okay. I'm hoping it all just comes together at the end. I feel like makeup always looks like a mess until you're done. So that's pretty good. Alright, so now we are going to move on. So the only shades that we haven't used yet were Olay, Glam, and FDV approved. I feel like I can use all of the looks if I really try. But I'm trying to think, where could I put the red? honestly, because I don't want to look too crazy. So I know I can use FTV approved in the inner corner, and I'm going to use Glam on the lid where we have space left. So let's just go ahead and do that, and then we can think about what to do with the red. So I'm going to take Glam on a dry, the packing brush that's in the collection. It's dry, but it's super pigmented, so you don't really need to wet it. But if you do wet it, it'll probably be even more crazy. I'm not sure. I haven't used it wet yet. Do you see that? That's crazy. This is my favorite shade, the Glam shade. Like, I would literally buy this palette just for that shade. Alright, it doesn't look that bad. So the next shade would be to highlight the inner corner. So I'm going to take the little pencil brush in the collection, and I'm going to take FTV approved, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And I'm also going to use this to highlight under my brows. I could do a full face. I could do this full face of Juviasplace and use an highlighter that I have from them instead, but this is like a palette that you could pretty much use for anything. Like, you could use the red shade for a blush. Like, it's a multi-use palette. That's the word I was looking for. And you can see that this shade is super pigmented. I just like to be extra with my inner corner highlight. That's just me. Good thing there are no rules to makeup, they are just guidelines. And we're gonna highlight under our brows even though we haven't done them yet. They do not have a brow product, so I have to use my own. Just like they don't have mascara either. And I guess I could do the rest of my face off camera and then come back to do the lips, or come back and tell you my final thoughts, because you guys probably don't care to see the whole thing. So I'm gonna come back with my whole face done just to give you my thoughts on everything, and then if you in the future care about seeing me do the whole thing every time, then let me know and I'll make sure that I do. But I will be right back to tell you my final thoughts about it. Alright guys, so here's the final look. I used the lip gloss Fumi on my lips. I did put Royalty all over my lips first, and then I didn't like the way this looked with the look, so then I put this all over on top of it. But this totally cancels out this, because this is like almost my skin color. This one's really like, how do I explain, like really gooey. I don't know if it's just the one that I got or if it's supposed to be like that. They're not sticky or anything, they don't feel uncomfortable. I had lip gloss in my teeth, so I apologize if you saw that. I don't really like lip gloss because I just don't like the sticky feeling on my lips, which is why I wear matte lipsticks. But I've been jumping into glosses a lot more lately, and I do have to say that I like the way that these feel. They're not heavy or sticky or anything. These aren't bad lip glosses, they're really good, so I do recommend these. They smell really good, and not that I mean to taste it, but it doesn't taste gross either. Honestly, if it's on your mouth, you're gonna accidentally taste it a couple times. So let's just do the tight line and then we can get out of here. So, keep getting lip gloss in my teeth. I suck at application when it comes to lipstick, so I'm sorry if it looks like a mess. I tried my best, but I mean, hey, I'm probably gonna take it off when I'm done filming anyway, just because I'm not really going. Anyway, let's move on. So I'm going to take this flat packing brush, and this is what we're going to use to tightline. And we're going to take the shade Olay, which is the red shade, and we are going to tightline and hope that this doesn't mess up the look. I love this look. It came out amazing. I love it so much. It looks really grungy to me, just because of, I guess, my hair and my nose piercing and everything. I love this look. It came out really well. Let me know what you think down below. And now my final thoughts on this whole collection. I highly recommend this collection. I think that it's really good. The shades blend very, very well together. Like, all of them just work with each other. The lip glosses are really good. They're not sticky, they're not tacky, they don't taste nasty, they don't smell weird. They're really, really good. Really nice formulated. I believe these are Juviasplace's first ever glosses, so they're actually really good. Hopefully they come out with more, like, different shades. I haven't really tried any of their matte lips yet, so I'm looking forward to trying some of those. I'm probably going to buy the bundle and then do a video on that. Also, I do want to quickly say something about this brush. The very first time that I used this brush in my full face of Juviasplace, I had a little trouble with it because I had fallout and stuff, but I used it today to use my Juviasplace foundation to like blend it all over my face, and it worked really, really well. So I think it was just, you know, it was brand new and it just needed to shed, but now I have no issues with it. So I recommend this brush. It's really beautiful, honestly, too. I recommend the whole multicolored brush set because they're just really good brushes, super soft. They pick up the product amazingly. Like, I think they're my new favorite brushes right now. They're good. Highly recommend those. So now that we are done, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can see more from me, because I will be uploading a lot more videos. I have a lot more planned. So I will see you guys next time with another one. Bye!
I tried it once before, but I didn't get too far. I felt a lot of pain, but it didn't stop my heart.